I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes. So I guess one of the main reasons I wanted to meet with you is to tell you a little bit about my 4-day challenge that I'm getting ready to do. And I definitely thought of you as one of the experts that perhaps, could come on and share, some valuable information. So just to tell you a little bit about how I have how it's going to be structured, and then what it's leading into. Okay, my earring just dropped off my ear. Okay. All right. So anyway, so it's called the TV Titan Takeover Challenge, 4-day challenge. And I have kind of like two sides to it. So the free side of it is the basic information that I'll be sharing with folks about, transitioning maybe from social media or podcasting or whatever to utilize their content on TV.
Okay.
I am still new at this myself. We're just about to finish loading up my first season on my You Make a Difference channel, under Lachelle. And so I'm excited about that. But I have learned a lot in these few 7 months or so. And even, before that with creating, content and things of that nature. So I just want to help other people to kind of do what I did, take my stuff from, YouTube and my website and social media and start putting it on, TV to get more exposure, more visibility. So with that, the 4-day challenge, I didn't get finished telling you. So the first hour is going to be, the basic information that I'll be sharing with them. So I'll have workbooks each day in a PowerPoint. We'll go through. It'll last about 40, 45 minutes. And then, question and answer at the end. And then for the second hour, it'll be for my VIP folks that paid for that hour, right? And for that hour, it'll be an expert that comes in and talks about that topic of the day. And they'll talk about that topic for about 20 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes. You know how people's, attention spans. And then I'll probably let them break out in groups or what have you, but the expert, I have a Q&A with them as well. And probably have that right after the discussion. Then we'll do the breakouts. Okay. Then come back in and then, close out, do discussions. And then, of course, the expert will be able to share their information with the folks there in the room and, how they can contact them, work with them, blase. So that's kind of have it, I have it structured. And then on the third day, I'm going to start talking about the program that it's leading into. And then on the fourth day, of course, I'll share all the information about the 3-month program. And that's going to include, one of the things included is we'll be helping them create their 3-part series for my TV channel for season 2 and probably maybe even season 3 as well. And those are going to be the last ones for this year. And so helping them create and repurpose some of their content to do that, teaching them maybe how to do it as well, to do it themselves. But, it's always going to be folks that don't want to do it, like me. And they're going to want, your help or whoever's help is in, still participating in that 3-month program. So for instance, the 3-month program, every week, there'll be probably 3 things going on. And I haven't gotten to that part yet, trying to work it out, but it's still kind of in my head. I'm using a model from other coaches that I've gone through, right? So the 3 things that will probably go on during that 1 week, each week in that 3 months. One thing is they'll get a workbook or an assignment for that week. And there'll be a topic probably for that week, right? And then one day of that week, we may have a what I call study hall. And it'll be a live Zoom hour, maybe an hour and a half, I don't know yet, to where me and an expert would be available. We'll talk about that topic for that week. And then they'll be in there to ask questions about things they're working on or what have you. I know at least those two things. I don't know if I'm going to do another live thing. Well, I want to create a video. That's the other thing. So they'll get homework, with the workbook and a video to go along with that theme for that week. And then they'll get one live class with, study hall, like I said, where they can come ask questions for what they're working on that week. So I want to do that every week. And I want to have hopefully an expert to come in and help, a different one for each time, for depending on the topic. So that's pretty much the structure, how I'm looking at, the whole thing being, laid out. For the challenge, the first day, the topic is going to be know your audience. So we'll be talking about, different elements and different things about how to know your audience, and how to translate them from maybe your podcast or social media onto TV. So those are things we talk about on day one. Day two is going to be camera confidence boot camp. So I'll have someone come in that's going to be talking about, being confident in front of the camera, how to present themselves, all those things, articulate, posture, lighting, all those kind of things. Then day three will be crafting and repurposing content. So learning how to craft content for TV and repurpose what they already have for TV. And then on the last day, day 4, we'll talk about how to monetize all those things for them to know how to, learn different strategies on how to earn money doing that. So that's basically it. I mean, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, it's well structured. It'll make them uncomfortable for sure. I'm sure they'll have goosebumps during the journey. Most of them may not be willing to take the action or put 100% because knowing is not doing. The thing that knowing, now that they know the things about how to get things done for business, the thing that they've got everything and they'll keep it for the next day or they'll keep it for next week or next month. Most of them, again, people call it procrastination or people keep it for another day. But I guess definitely we can throw a challenge also for them because this journey will make them, that camera confidence is something, it doesn't come by theory. They have to do it no matter what. They have to hit record, they have to speak it out. They have to, it's more of mindset game because anything with camera, anything with videos, shorts, speaking their heart out, being vulnerable on the camera, talking and being authentic. Again, many people feel that they have to have the best background, they have to be makeup ready and all that. But with respect to like the way you mentioned, the lighting and the equipment, or mostly it has to do with the mindset. But again, you've been there with the Make a Difference TV, and I've also had been there because been doing all this for over 15 years. So definitely it'll give them breakthroughs. In fact, the transformation will definitely happen if they put into practice of whatever you are going to highlight. I mean, many people, the information is all through Google and YouTube, and it's all over social media. It's through ChatGPT, it's all at the fingertips, but they're looking for that connection and the breakthrough, or we call the paradigm shift is something which they're going to face, or they're going to have that breakthrough when they walk with us. In fact, we show them, okay, do this right now. And once they join the breakout rooms, they have to do it no matter what. In fact, we have to see all their links behind their, be it the Instagram live or be it the Facebook live or YouTube. They have to, even if they shoot a 10-second or 20-second, probably 20-second or 1 minute. Because if they put themselves out there in the public on YouTube or on LinkedIn, or probably they're putting the links, Facebook link or LinkedIn link in the chat as we go through the practice, that'll make them feel, oh, it's super easy. I mean, some of them will think that, oh, I thought it will be too difficult or way too difficult. But once they do it, they feel, oh, it's much easier. So we have to make them feel that marketing is easier. Most of them complicate things. They overthink their problems. You know that how people, they think that they don't have an iPhone or they don't have the best camera. Most of them have the difficulty of doing things only once they have the perfect gadget or perfect device, or once they have a perfect team or a perfect day. They look for all that perfection. We tell them, again, money loves speed, right? Do things at lightning speed, doesn't matter whether it's perfect or imperfect. I mean, we will show them. In fact, the camera confidence and the do's and don'ts. And I would also love to add a checklist. Probably we'll create based upon whatever the pointers which you mentioned. We'll create a pre-checklist. In fact, I have the old checklist on my, what do you call it, Teachable. I'll share that with you. Teachable. I guess it should be. I'll see if I can bring that up on the screen as we speak. But I do have a checklist. In fact, the checklist is nothing but it's like you always face the sun, because camera needs light. If the light is behind us, it'll be like a silhouette shot, or the sun shouldn't be behind us. You should always face the sun. And the audio or the mic or the microphone. There are beautiful AI tools which they can use. So they'll get an additional bonus, which we will give them away. Probably we'll give them a copy of the latest AI tools. We'll give them the prompts. They have got thousands of prompts. We'll give them as a surprise from the speaker or from the guest speaker, or probably we'll call it as an additional bonus. Because if they start using those prompts, they'll save lots of time. And I can also show them practically how to create 100 pieces of content in less than 2-3 minutes through bulk create. I don't know if you have ever tried that. Have you ever tried creating Canva bulk create?
My friends called me about you, so I was just checking on you, but I'll call you back.
I'm sorry, my son called me.
That's okay.
Okay. All right, thanks. He was just checking on me, he said. So,
Yeah, the Canva bulk.
not sure the Canva, what was that again?
Bulk create, as in you can create 100 pieces of content in couple of minutes. You can create probably the reels. You just need to connect the Excel sheet and data. I just wanted to know if you have ever tried that. In fact, we can show the viewers or participants how they can save lots of time creating the shorts and reels and stories. They can definitely, if they implement whatever we teach, I'm sure they can keep their feed on the air, as in they can keep running, or probably they can start making money right from the second day if they can start implementing whatever we walk them through.
Awesome. So, it sounds like, and when I was looking at the different days of my titles, I think you would be good for maybe day 3, to be the expert. Now, I'd love to have you every day to come in and, help me or whatever. Because like I say, I'm new, but I'm stepping out, like you said, I'm doing it scared, to do this, because this is just going to be another way that I'm putting myself out here too. To present myself as an expert and, help guide people through the same process that I'm actually going through, right? So it sounds like maybe day 3 with crafting and repurposing content for TV would be a good topic for you. What do you feel?
Yeah, definitely. As in anything with video or TV or media, again, it's always good to play our strengths, because I'm not good at email marketing. I can accept that publicly, as in I don't run bulk emails or probably other tools. But when it comes to media or TV or post-production mainly, again, in India, though we have tried hundreds of different softwares, in fact, the latest AI tools and the softwares. So we have seen the radio era, I mean, the apps, probably the 2005, 2006, the kind of editing softwares or the Windows Movie Maker, right from the early stage. So I've seen the evolution of how the videos are getting done quickly. Now with the latest trends in the technology with the AI tools, how things are done. So probably I can easily put in like 2 decades of transformation through how videos are getting done. From the older television, from the black and white TV to right now the shorts and stories and the reels. So, and I'll be happy to hop in as a virtual assistant or probably as a remote assistant on other days also to feel the pulse. May know like how big will be the crowd, like 10, 20 or 100 or.
Well, I mean, of course I would love to have 100, but you know, I actually have another meet. Well, I have a class tonight with my coach that's working me, teaching me how to do this. She have a class tonight we're going to be in, and then I have my last call with her tomorrow. She's going to help me set up my my Facebook ad to do, to do my landing page, connect my landing page to, and I also have a reel that I had someone to make. And, I may do some, you might need some help with, maybe you creating some more stuff like that for me. But got where I was going with that. What was your question? Oh, how many people? So she'd asked me what my budget was for the Facebook ad, and I was like, I hadn't even thought about it. I was like, okay, maybe 200, 300, I don't know. Because I'm like, I don't like spending money like that, but I know we got a market, right? So, and this actually starts on June 10th. So it's June 10th through the 13th. I have it set for, and I know this is, time off for you probably, but I have it set for 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the first hour, like I said, is just, the basic information. And what I'm asking is, like, say, for instance, if you do day 3 for, the repurposing and creating content, you would come in a few minutes at the first hour to kind of introduce yourself, let them know you will be the, the instructor or the expert for the VIP experience that, after the first hour. And these are some of the things you'll talk about, ask them to join you. That's all you have to do for the first hour. Then, of course, the second hour, you'd be there, you'd be the expert that's teaching. Maybe you can do like you said, maybe a short minute video on the evolution, like you were just talking about. I don't know, of how it's transformed or whatever, and then talk about that. And, maybe show, like you said, show them a couple of tricks, maybe with the Canva. You have a few minutes to show them that. And then when they do the breakout, after they ask the questions with you or whatever, then they do the breakout, then whoever they break out with, they can discuss, start making a plan, creating a plan for them to actually go ahead and start doing that kind of stuff. I don't know. What do you think would be a good activity for them to do? Something they can actually do that night within that hour, after you share the information that they can do in their group real quick and then come back and discuss it.
Yeah, I mean, the best activity would be they publishing their links, probably a 20-second or 30-second or probably a 1-minute video. And their aha moments or breakthroughs, because it's not the tools. Tools are the tech. Is only like 20%, which we say when it comes to marketing ourselves through videos, because the tools and the tech make only 20%. Remaining 80% is your coaching, your mentoring. It is that community interaction and engagement. We have to make them feel that they can do it, because when there is some mentor or a coach or there is a team supporting them, they go through lots of aha moments. And I've seen this. I've seen this in other virtual groups. I've seen this in many forums. In fact, they have to be like you. They have to replicate you. People have this, they feel like they're trying to copy you, but nobody can copy other. It's like we all have our own unique strengths. Again, in the internet era, probably in the coaching field, they call it, I forgot the term or word. It's like people feel that they're copying somebody or, okay, it's just slipped out of my mind, but they can just be themselves. So be it with their again, the reason why they need to start marketing themselves through videos or do that as an action item is again, they need, end of the day, they need to make money. So the digital footprint is something which will help them monetize their skills. So if they share their experience, I'm sure they see that they can monetize through whatever we teach. So the little exercise will be again definitely sharing a link, be it Instagram link or creating a short story or a reel, and we show them the steps. In fact, I'll show them, I'll walk them through, and definitely I'm sure almost everybody will be able to do it. In case if they complain because of the Wi-Fi issues or they not being able to publish it, CapCut is there, TikTok is there. There's so many tools now these days. For people in America, nothing is blocked. Though TikTok ban is coming in another 1 year, but I'm not sure if somebody else will buy it. But though TikTok is banned here in India, we have Instagram and Facebook or YouTube Shorts and Stories, but there are lots of other amazing tools which they can play around. And we will give them the activity of creating that 1 minute video. So just create a 1 minute video as to how this coaching or how this mentoring is helping them. That'll give them lots of breakthroughs. As in, I've done virtual sessions for a couple of hours. I mean, I can show you all those links. The group of 10 people, 15 people, 40 people, but we led virtual workshops for teams of 200, 300 people also. But those are into stock market, NASDAQ, and into financial markets. But I was there. I mean, I've seen them in the room and all that. Me individually, though online, though I've addressed crowd, but my own workshops, again, 30 people, 40 people, the other Zoom recordings can show that. So we'll see, as in we'll give them definitely activity of creating a 1 minute short as to how they feel after knowing the simple tricks of the trade.
Yeah, I love that. So, what I'm doing is, like I said, they'll get homework every night, right? So they can start, discussing it and trying to get their ideas out of their head on what would be, how they would present that. Maybe that would be what they could talk about in the breakout. And then they could finish that for their homework, because every night they're going to receive homework, at the end of the day. So I definitely love that. And that was actually one of the things I wanted them to be able to do is, one thing is to create a post, maybe, or another thing would be able to go on live, and then people do feel a little bit more comfortable with doing a video versus, going live. But that will be another challenge that, I assign them to do for one of those days or nights too. So yeah, I love all of this. Well, let me know some of the things. I know you mentioned the checklist and some prompts and things of that nature, talking about the Canvas stuff. So if you can, kind of, I guess, put together, I don't know, let me see an outline or something of what you would share.
I'll share it with you. I'll send you the resources which I have. In fact, the other PDFs which I'm sending you are something which had helped me in the past. So the PDFs normally which I send Lachelle and other members whom I know is again something which had helped me. But with respect to marketing or video marketing or camera confidence, there are lots of other resources which I'll definitely share. We can customize that with our business logo or with the copyright of Anita Newson or Anita N Business Coach, or we can play around with it, like be it with Anita NPage or whichever we wanted, because the Facebook says Nita page dad sip girl, but that's again, I guess that's your URL or the name. Normally what we do is even if you have that community as like EV, I don't know what is this, EEE or I guess, okay, that is again small businesses, non-profits, and the Global App Digital Group. which you have. So we can,
Facebook group. Mhm.
yeah, we can customize the PDFs or the resources. So let me send what we have. If you want me to add any logo, or if you want me to add any other business name onto it, we can definitely do that.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because, and I was just talking to Michelle about this the other day. I had to change the date on it because I forgot we were going to Texas at the end of the month on the 30th. So, in that group, in that Facebook group, I'm almost at 900 members, been building it. I've been kind of specific. I don't let everybody in, right? But I want to build it up to at least 1,000 in the next month. So we're almost at 900 right now. But what I want to do in the group, and I haven't done it in a while, I want to do a network mixer. And I'm going to do that on June the 7th. And that'll be at, I believe I got it set for 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And I wanted to invite you as one of the experts. So it'll be myself, you, Lachelle, and maybe one other person that I think I met through her. We were talking and met the other day. So it'll be probably about a couple of hours long. And we'll have opportunities to talk a little bit about, some of the things that we'll talk about in the challenge. And then you can share some of the things that you do. If people want to work with you, I don't have a problem with you sharing that. But I wanted to see if that would be something that you're available and interested in doing.
Yeah, definitely, because I'm trying to market myself. In fact, I can be open with you. I can share. I'm trying to sell myself online for anywhere between $5 to like the max which I sold myself online is $1,000 so far, which I'm trying to level it up. I mean, so far I've done a business of like $23,000 online, but I'm trying to level it up to if I make $2,000 monthly or $3,000 monthly. Most of mine is like service oriented, but I've never played the game of teaching or coaching or mentoring because I was doing the work. But again, in India, I can play the same game of teaching or coaching or mentoring, which I can do with kids and all. There can be excuses, but definitely, if somebody is willing to pay $300, $500 monthly, I'm like helping them create all their content for the entire month. So it could be like I can share my screen and show you. This is what I posted. In fact, there was one person on LinkedIn who asked me yesterday, "What are your charges like?" And this is what I posted. So get everything for $5, or you have a $150 bronze offer where you can pay me $25, or silver is $325, but you can get it for $75. So I'm trying to sell myself. I'm ready to do reviews, testimonials, giveaways, surveys, infographics. So everything under graphics, everything under podcast or in audio, video. This is what I was trying to sell. Be it LinkedIn newsletters, articles, blogs. Again, we can be on Apple Podcasts. We can be on Amazon Music, on Spotify, everything. This doesn't cost us because I've already invested in the tools and I've already done this for many years. So again, if somebody is willing to pay, this is what I'll have for everybody, because though my website shows that I charge $24 per hour, but if somebody is willing to invest with me for yearly deal, I mentioned $24 per hour, but if somebody is willing to pay me even $5 per one piece of content, I'll be willing to collaborate with them on a monthly or quarterly or yearly basis, whichever they are comfortable with. So again, it's all over the internet. This will be there for a decade because my website, this is my personal website. Anybody asks me, Raj, how much do you charge? And I tell them I charge a flat fee. I mean, I don't say charge $60, $70 and all that. The video therapy network that's how it's been established. In fact, I can show you the teachable part. Teachable is again, teachable where my checklist would be there. but I'll send you. It's not on this link. It should be there. So everything is transparent, as in though I've done that in the past and closed calls and all. Now I kept it all public. I've kept it all transparent.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah, we definitely need to talk more because, like I said, with the program, and then also, like you were saying, I do want to have some more, or at least maybe one other low hanging fruit that if they don't want to sign up for the 3-month program, but if you're not ready to do that, let's start with this. So I do want to, create something for that as well. And that might be just helping them create content, right? For what they're doing now to give them more confidence to build up to, getting on TV or whatever. So I do like.
And another thing which I wanted to highlight, Anita, is like, let me take you to the screen. We have sold for a weekend. We have charged $1,500. I'll show you practically. And I met this person or a coach. He's from Harvard Medical School. In fact, he had done that for many years. So there is this 2-day program. For 2 days, we charge $1,500. This anger management certification, you see $1,500. Let me zoom in. Do you see this?
Yes.
And I've managed this for over 3 years. I have the 2-day weekend workshops. I have all these videos. I can show you, as in practically I have everything. And for 2 days, we charge $1,500. This is the highest ticket. In fact, this mentor or coach, what he says is he charges $500 per hour, which is like way too beyond anybody. He's from Harvard Medical School. We had lots of communication. We had lots of videos together. There are lots of stuff which we have done in the past 3 years. We have the recordings and all that. But technically, if somebody wanted to launch their $50 program or $70 program or $90 program, they can definitely do that. The steps are there. Trying to.
I know her. Do you know her?
No, I mean, I was just trying to see who are all the admins of the group. These are all the admins from the business group which you created.
Yeah, we haven't talked in a while. I probably will take her off as an admin. I would love for you to be a member of it.
Definitely. As in, I was just checking who are all the admins, like what kind of digital footprint they have, if they are active and all. That's what I was just monitoring them. So what I'm trying to say, this is like one of my teachable programs. So this is where the checklist which I wanted to highlight. I kept it as video therapy network because I wanted to create that network of professionals who are doing more of therapy. In fact, we are doing therapy right now, though we are not licensed counselors or not social workers or physicians. You talking to me talking to you is kind of therapy. It's kind of healing. So again, this was like he worked with clients from Dubai and all that, and we had so this is the program which I kept it for free. How to build communities and way to monetize online video. We can give this as a bonus. So this is like I've kept it for free for as a lead magnet, so people can see what kind of breakthroughs.
Hi, my name is Raj Mesa, and I help people start and grow wildly profitable.
So it's like helping them wildly profitable consulting business and mission. So this is the checklist which I was talking about. I'll see if I can zoom in. Okay, so the checklist is, am I looking at the lens? Many people, they don't look at the lens because I'm
Right.
Again, this is like a quick checklist. Am I facing the light, looking at, okay, let me move this zoom screen. Zoom window is blocking. Okay. Am I facing the light, like looking at the sun? So this is like a quick checklist. Eye level camera. Many people have the camera like at the bottom, where, I mean, at the lower angle, 45-degree angle, or many people keep the camera on the top. So either they'll be showing their hair or they'll be showing their nostrils. So the camera should be eye level because that'll give a confident look. And smiling with gratitude, obviously. Again, the first 3 seconds, is the camera stable? The biggest mistake which many people do is they keep shaking the camera or they keep flipping it. They don't keep the camera at constant. They don't stabilize it. So again, the outro and the Facebook group I just kept because this was part of the group. Though this Facebook group had only 7 members, I mean, I wanted to show people they can make $100 or $500 with the simple tricks. But again, building community for people in US, there are lots of trust issues, as in people don't trust other person, as in unless there is a partnership or collaboration, it's hard to build
Hi,
the
my
trust.
name is Raj Mesa.
So I kept myself to only physicians or therapists who were listening to me or who believed in what needs to be taught. So we can give this all of this for free for all the participants as a bonus. It doesn't cost them $1. It's free. But we can put this in a PDF or we can create your videos. So one of the biggest fears is again hitting the record button, but they need to practice that. And let me see if I have the other presentation, which
Hi all, this is Raj Mesa, the video marketing coach.
so this is like the team which I was talking about, the previous virtual sessions. So there's so many things. In fact, I have the 5-day challenge, 5-day recordings of other participants. Mainly, if they don't have goals, they don't work it. So as like the way you mentioned, the homework will give them a responsibility. It'll be like a call to action for them to work on. And I don't know if you know about Stranger's Secret. We all listen to Stranger's Secret, Earl Nightingale. In fact, the Stranger's Secret is not here, but the long-term goal and all. So, I mean, I have the course modules from the other coaches who have made millions online. But we will transform. I mean, we will change that to our business logo or for our participants. Let it be dozen people, 10, 20, or whatever the number. Numbers doesn't matter. Even if we have one person also, we can do it with the same energy. In fact, what my mentor, my coach says is, when you schedule something, even if there is nobody, even if it is 0, if you are the only person, you have to do with the same conviction, same commitment, and same willingness as if there are 100 people in the room or like 1,000 people in the room. So that's again being true to ourselves. It's like for the sake of getting the practice, for being the real self. Again, many people do that through LinkedIn lives or Twitter live streams or on the clubhouses, because when their camera is not there, people can speak, they can read script, they can read it from the books, they can do so many things. But when it comes to listening, there will be lots of distractions. Again, it could be many things, because people multitask. As human beings, we always wanted to do multiple things. We don't feel like, again, women are multitaskers by born. They do many things. Mom can do dozen things on, so
Yes,
it'll be
I love
interesting.
it.
So we'll take it forward with, just send me the links or just give me more information or add me into the groups or add me into the Facebook groups or the WhatsApp groups, or I'll be willing to do it for the sake of long-term relationship, because I know I'm not doing this instantly. I don't want to make quick bucks here. I want to build that long-term relationship. And I can show them the examples of the past YouTube channels, as in I have hundreds of YouTube channels where I was speaking to social workers or therapists or physicians. And we've done lots of podcasts in the last 3 years, as in post-pandemic. We've done lots of podcasts, which are all online. So mainly, I'm sure you don't need to show them your authority. We don't need to show our credibility here. If they get what they have signed up for, and if they get beyond what they are expecting, I'm sure it'll be an awesome testimonial by them, as in they share their breakthroughs, everything will be recorded, and we can also cut down into shorts. Again, we can put it into social media. We can do this monthly for upcoming future sessions, and we can build the community.
And part of the program, we'll be offering membership into the community that we're building, Michelle and I and the rest of the, members of that. That'll be a part of what they receive too. So I'm going to look at, like I said, offers for lower hanging fruit. So that'll be something, okay, if they don't want to do this big program and pay this, maybe they'll be more interested in something like this to get in, engaged with us and do more things. I would love to take a look at that free program. Can you put that link in the chat
sure.
for me?
Yeah, let me do that.
And the other thing, so I'm still working on my outline for the for the challenge, but I will share with you what I have so far. I'm trying to finish it up today, really, honestly. So I finished that up today. I'll send you. Do I have your email as well? Send me your email.
Yeah, sure. I'll
Put it in the chat as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that, and I was going to ask, would you, once, well, I have the landing page already. So, and then I have like I said, well, I'm getting it edited now, cut down a little bit shorter, a reel that's going to, a evergreen reel to be able to show with it. But can I share those things with you to share with your communities as well, so that the more exposure, hopefully the more people get to sign up.
Yeah, again, I mean, the active community, which I've never, I can definitely share it on my social media, be it on Facebook or LinkedIn, and we can share it in other groups. The current community, in fact, the other video therapy network, which I'm trying to build, yeah, we do have a little WhatsApp group, but the other Facebook group, though it's only 7 members, we can definitely share it on social media, and I'll share the links. And the email which I have here is info at AnitaTheBusinessCoach.com. Anita N The Business Coach.
The best, my best email is info@Anita, and I think that's what you just said. Because I have a Google one that's almost like that, and some people get that one confused with, and I don't check that one a lot.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
right.
that's mine. So your email, can you give me your email and then put that link? Because I actually have something at 10, but she should have started it for me.
Yeah.
Right now.
One is what I have.
So yeah, your link for that course, because I would like to take a look at some of those things. And so some, good information in there. And your email, so I can send you some stuff. And then we can communicate via WhatsApp, voice memo, text or whatever. That'll be a quick way to communicate.
Yeah, this is the link. I'll email you this link, and I'll send you the PDF of that. Normally what we do here in India is we do 90-minute sessions or 3-hour sessions. We call it webinar selling formula because we walk them through the story. People don't put money on the table unless they hear the story. And it's a proven formula. Everybody, all the people who made millions online goes through the same, this is the same PDF, or this is the same. So this is like for the people who are for first timers selling online courses, or probably if somebody is an author, if they're trying to play the game first time on YouTube or on Facebook or social media, LinkedIn, or so most of them, everybody who makes online, who makes money online, they're really good at making videos. And how I started making videos from the early 2008 to up until now, like working with Hewlett Packard, the other movies which we saw here. Again, this is again the family aspect. People need to know who we are to build that trust. Again, publishing courses and the bonuses and the kind of communities. People say everybody is selling courses, but for every course, there are thousands of signups. Be it Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and all, is again how Oprah's first initial set of videos. I have like a copy of that, her initial set of videos. All this can be shared. End of the day, it's again the traditional funnels which are there for everybody. And people online on Facebook or through direct messages, or people sell these $2,000 courses or $1,500 courses. And most of them were victims of the high ticket sales. Many people burned their fingers. They paid $2,000 or $500 or $1,000, and they're no longer willing to invest in the other monthly program which will bring them results. That's what I've experienced. Some coaches whom I have spoken to, they don't have digital footprint. When I ask them to invest, they say they have already burned their fingers, or they have already been victim to, they call it scams, but I don't call anything scam. It's all about, they believed in something, they invested, but they didn't put in the effort. They didn't go through the steps, and they complain that they're not getting the results. This happens with mostly the elderly people who are in like above 60. Like I've worked with coaches who are 83, 87 also. Some of them are really good at making money, and a couple of them struggle because they are not good with content creation. They're not consistent with content. You go live. I've seen your videos. Even Lachelle also does amazing pieces of content, or you share something from one another, but you do amazing things. So let's see, Yazin, I'll share all the links and I'll email you. But again, we can, I'm sure we can give them the low hanging fruit and the subscription which they have. We can add in a couple of other bonuses when Lachelle and you speak, because being a virtual assistant or remote support, that's something which I can hop on because I have got nothing else to do. So as an accountability partner, somebody who will monitor them and somebody who will be there, willing to help them between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time, or we'll see how it goes. We will, once we have another group conversation, we'll take it forward.
I love it. Sounds awesome. Okay. So I appreciate your time, Raj, and I'm looking forward to us working and collaborating together and doing a whole lot more to help each other and other folks.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it. And thank you. I'll mail you and I'll send you a couple of other things through WhatsApp.
Yes, I will too. All right. Sounds great.
Any voice notes or any other links and all that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Anita.
Thank you, Raj. You have a good one, okay?
Yeah, you have a blessed
Oh, and send me the recording to this.
I'll do that. I'll send you a link. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.